Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour and welcome back to a Pro 1v1 match. So today we have Logica against SiZe. We've got SiZe down in the south with the blue Gilet Toxin. And then up in the north, we've got Logica with the red Gilet Demolition. So, a very big match incoming. A sort of replay SiZe here, and we are talking about a beast of a game, no doubt. We've got Logica going for a quick supply placement, which means he's going for the ultra fast TNT, which I mean, based on where the supply starts there, placing it there to there, probably only shaving a couple of seconds off, because if you look at the arms dealers here, what are we on, like, let's say 80%, and okay, he's like 21% ish, something like that behind. So yeah, SiZe has got the stronger army here. He is the Gilet Tox, and Logica obviously being the Demolition. You're going to want to try something funky to try and get that advantage. You're going to want to get that TNT in. Otherwise, you're probably going to... you're probably going to lose just to the mid-game Gilet Tox, Scorpion spam, Tunnel spam. The RPGs are better, your tanks are better, your technicals are cheaper. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard ass. This got a first technical here from Logica, but it's actually a fake. It's a distraction. So this one will head over here, probably get some crushes on some workers. And meanwhile, the real technical, the real McCoy, as they say in England, is this one coming down here on the right hand side. SiZe seems to be prepared for it. He's got a technical here with some RPGs. And this is a big moment. And he does get the arms dealer, very big moment, and he does get the arms dealer. Technical here has also killed some workers, so that start probably couldn't have gone much better there for Logica. He's killed a lot of workers, hurt the economy, as well as killed the arms dealer. Problem is that a couple of technicals there did survive for SiZe. And if he kills this one and gets some scrap as well, he doesn't get the scrap. Logica very quick there with the scrap deny, which I like. But SiZe does have two Vet 2 technicals, and he's re-established his arms dealer now. Okay, so big tech push here from Logica. He wants to kind of get the kill now without this going late game, I think. So he's going to put one RPG inside of these tents, but I think Logica's probably going to have brought some RPGs with him. He does. Pops open that tent really quick, and this is a very, very important moment now. Because if... I mean... just based on one technical going down, one super tech, one bad engagement here, all of these little things make all of the difference. If that tunnel gets up, for example, could mean GG for SiZe, because Logica will be piling on the pressure. But SiZe is trying to kill the worker, quite rightly so. Logica decides to bail on this attack, runs away. Technicals gets a super tech there for SiZe. Grenade tech, I think, there for Logica. I don't think that's a super tech. It might be, but I don't think so. And Logica's actually left all of his RPGs inside of this tent. Another technical here for SiZe. Is that another super tech? I think it could be another super tech. Logica's still applying the pressure to the economy this time. SiZe not moving his workers. Surprised they didn't move his workers there. But the supply doesn't go down anyway. SiZe will actually focus on shooting the terrorists there, I think. More technicals now coming in for Logica. Puts him inside of these tents again. He's trying to apply probably damage to this arms dealer now. But SiZe coming in now with his one super tech. I thought there was two. Tent now goes down. Rebel there. Gets run over. And Logica going to apply pressure over here again. But SiZe not even rebuilt his workers. Still got only one worker there. The SiZe under a lot of pressure. Logica with the pure aggression. Which, yeah, like I said, I think he's trying to close out the game quick rather than let this game go longer than he needs to. Because as soon as SiZe starts spamming on two arms dealers, spamming them scorpions with rockets, that is going to be very, very tough for Logica indeed. Nobody's got their oil yet. There is an oil in the corner. This is a new map, by the way. I didn't even introduce it. I don't even know the name of the map, actually. It's that new. I don't think I've ever played... Have I played any games on this? I don't think I've ever played any games on it, but this is a game from the Strangelands tournament rather, so it's quite a new map. Terrorist tech there does go down. He's going to try and get the barracks at least. We've got the super techs now in the main base of Logica. I think if SiZe just focuses on that worker, I think that might be over. Yeah, I think that's a little bit weird there from SiZe. He was focused on killing the tunnel. But actually, if SiZe had took out that worker then, he would have been outside the arms dealer, so anything that comes out would have died. And he could also just put one technical here and just kill all the workers. So I think that was a moment there where it could have been GG. But Logica for now does hold on. That tunnel did get up. This tunnel now has gone down. All these RPGs are kind of trapped in this position. Does SiZe want to pick them off before they get inside of this? I would have personally gone in and like at least tried to pick off one or two of them. TNT comes through in the middle for Logica. TNT is a tunnel before SiZe even captures it and stops the rebel there as well. So that's a very nice TNT there from Logica. He's also geared up to get his oil. SiZe already on one oil. And SiZe is on this supply on this left-hand side. Yeah, it's weird because there's been a few moments where it could have already been GG. I think SiZe had the easiest moment of being a win, just taking out that worker. And I think this fight down here, like if even one technical went down for SiZe and Logica gained some more scrap, I think that could have been GG as well, but for a Logica win. So yeah, very, very interesting in the early game. There's definitely like little things can make all the difference. Another TNT here for Logica kills the other oil. And the refinery there is on fire. It would be useful at least for SiZe to get the refinery. 10% reduction on all the vehicles. Definitely worth it. SiZe still collecting only on one worker down here. He is collecting on loads of workers over here though on a full supply. And a technical kills load of more workers in the main base here of SiZe. So I think Logica's playing very fast. Very, very aggressive. I think he's playing good considering the matchup. But there is a sneaky tunnel here from SiZe. I think there was a worker left there whilst Logica was establishing the supply. And now Logica's going to feel some pain here and lose potentially this, yeah, an entire, maybe the entire area. And if he loses that entire area, then SiZe is going to be on the refinery, an extra supply, and probably take over this supply as well. Logica's building a palace, wants to get a battle bus out, probably switch into demo bikes then, or maybe he's going to see some Scuds, maybe some Scud launchers. Another technical down this left-hand side for Logica. SiZe's got some Scorpions here for some reason. I think he's trying to defend this oil. And he does. I don't think... Oh, there was terrorists inside there, yes? He was trying to TNT SiZe's oil, but SiZe seems on top of it. I think for SiZe it's a good idea to drop a few tunnels around that now. Now you know that's a possibility, or at least leave 2 Scorpions guarding this entrance on guard. I think that would be a good idea for SiZe. You see Fargo do a very good job at that, protecting his oil. Sometimes he does overinvest a little bit in it. Like 5 tunnels around one oil might be a little bit overkill. But at least maybe 1 or 2 tunnels around that would be pretty good, I do think. Okay, SiZe with a bit of an attack now. He's got 3.5k, really, really strong position. He's got a load of Scorpions pushing forward. He's got these technicals. 1 demo bike is out, though. He does have the demo upgrade, and there's a few demo traps scattered around as well, which could be useful for breaking up this army. This tunnel here still exists. Demo bike moving in. Kills 2 units. Battle bus as well. Gets hull moded, though. Kills a super tech. And SiZe has failed to clear out that bunker because the rebel there had died, but at least he's causing some damage to it. It might be easier to take it a little bit later on. SiZe for now is building his own palace. Then my bike moves in. Kills 1 Scorpion. Technical moves in on this left-hand side again for Logica. I think he is after that oil. So, yeah, quite rightly so that SiZe is now dropping down a tunnel in front of it. If he gets a few more RPGs inside of there, I'm pretty sure technicals won't be able to break through because the RPGs of Tox will always hit their target. No matter how fast that technical's going, they're always going to hit it. But is this just another empty technical? Yeah, I think it is, actually. So SiZe has tried to establish control over here on this right-hand side, but the help of the demo bikes useful for taking down these tunnels. And there's a Jean Minkel here as well from Logica. So I think Logica, considering this matchup, is playing very, very well. Now you've got to Palace and demo bikes, and probably Demoable Ambush is going to be on the way soon when he gets to level 3. Yeah, you're utilizing all the benefits of the demo gen. I think SiZe should repair that middle building. So going to plant a bomb here, and SiZe is going to be forced to sell the supply. I don't know what SiZe has got to counter this, because like he'll need his own Jarman to counter the Jarman. And also, if he's just focused on making tanks, The demo bikes are pretty good against Scorpions, so you want to make quads and maybe get quads of AP ammo. Because demo bikes are really bad against a bunch of quads. Demo bike moves in for Logica, gonna kill... Yeah, kills a load of workers. Only one worker remaining there now. And if Logica can secure this supply and even things out a little bit, plus with his harassment that he's been doing, I think he actually could turn it into quite an even game. SiZe dropping down 3 markets. Logica is building his second. John McKell here for Logica. Oh, is he going to walk into a tunnel? Yeah, he does. That's an annoying mistake. Like, I've been in that situation myself loads of times. You send it into the base, you run into a tunnel by mistake because you weren't looking for a second. And you're like, $1,500 unit. It could have been useful for sniping that radar van, killing some of these workers, maybe. I don't know if you could have snuck through there. I don't know. But yeah, at least for a scout as well, because you can see how many markets the enemy is on and also kill the workers as they're trying to produce them. Logica making use of the demo traps. I really like it. Just for $400 in total, those 2 demo traps there, they could completely change a battle. So definitely worth making as a demo gen. Okay, more demo bikes in action for Logica. He's going to get 1 Scorpion here. Looking good, yeah, it does. And damages the tunnel there as well. Refinery has been repaired. I think battle buses are good against demo bikes as well, as long as you're microing, just like Vs. If you micro the Vs correctly, demo bikes have a real hard time against Vs. I mean, I know you can just one-click them, and if the enemy's not looking, but as long as the enemy is looking at his Vs or looking at his battle buses, and you actually focus down the bikes as they're coming in, bikes do have a hard time. We've seen famous Google versus XCal replay where Google almost threw an entire set on a demo versus Superweapon. We're just sending demo bikes in singly, and if they get microed, it can be good against battle buses. Okay, so Jarman is back. It's literally been rebuilt and sent back to the exact same spot where he died to get some revenge. So he sniped a toxin tractor. And yeah, more than anything, it's just providing a bit of a scout to see how many markets, is there a Scud storm going up, all kind of stuff like that. Now, Demo Jarman's going to also plant a bomb on the refinery, which is going to be good. So he's already paying off for himself. He had to be rebuilt, but he is paying for himself. Toxin Tractor comes in, does clear out that, and I think there was a few RPGs inside of there. And now Big SiZe wants to apply some pressure on this right-hand side. There's been one more RPG put inside of there, but it is going to go down pretty quick. The problem is the Scorpions have fired their rockets now. So these demo bikes will be able to come in and just annihilate them. This is why it's probably better to make something different, like the quads or something, because there he's going to lose what? The hell's happened to this demo bike? 3 Scorpions and the battle bus went down there that had been sniped. SiZe continuing the pressure, but yeah, if you're going to be making Scorpions, you can anticipate against Demo Gen, you're going to be losing a lot of tanks. So yeah, Logica's base nice and compact up at the top. I think because he's built these demo traps so close to his base, he's kind of compacted himself. So if it does turn into Superweapon war, Superweapon or an Anthrax bomb could cause a lot of devastation because it's all in one place. Worker here moves forward, going to detonate and kills, kills 1 Scorpion, but maybe these could be picked off either by Jarman snipe or a demo bike could come in. But there's a load more Scorpions here coming in. Oh, here's the actual enemy Jarman. Detonates the Jarman. Only kills 1 Scorpion. Leaves 2 very low though. I think maybe he could have sniped 1 more Scorpion and then detonated himself maybe. But here again, demo bikes coming in. Workers could also be used to self-detonate once more. If Logica gets cleared out of this area, then the SiZe will be back on a 1 supply advantage. So Logica desperately wants to hold on. Could re-establish his supply up here. Yeah, that supply is going to go down. SiZe leading the way in terms of XP, 2.7k. Okay, another demo bike and another 3 kills. Demo bikes cost 550. Pretty sure the Tox Scorpions cost 650. So even if you kill one Scorpion, it's more than paid for itself. Plus you get the XP as well, so it's more than worth it. Another battle bus is out for Logica. I really like Logica's composition. The battle buses, because you're dropping down tunnels, so you're getting all the free RPGs anyway. So you make a battle bus to load up those. Definitely worth it. Good thing to do against these Scorpions. But then also mixing in the demo bikes as well, because demo bikes, like we've said before, are super cost efficient. But SiZe is still ahead in terms of XP, indicating that he has killed more. He's dropping down more and more markets. Logica's now not collecting a full supply, and SiZe is re-establishing this supply. Logica cleared out of this position once again. Is he going to be able to reclaim that position? Another 2 Scorpions just for 1 demo bike. And even if these Scorpions push any further north, not sure they can really do a lot, because there's demo traps, there's this bunker, there's more and more tunnels, more demo traps. So I think, yeah, maybe Logica's relinquished a little bit too much map control. Maybe doing the demo traps a little bit further forward of a line. He is creeping forward now. He's got a nice mix of tunnels, demo traps here and there. But yeah, he wants probably a little bit more land to drop down more demo traps. Because, yeah, if you ever played SiZe in a GLA mirror, you all know he's really good at securing the map control. Not only has he got a really good army here for doing it, with the Tox you would expect him to have more map control. Ooh, nice rebel ambush. But even if you just play him in a vanilla mirror, a GLA vanilla mirror or demo mirror, you'll find yourself in a situation where SiZe has got more map control at a later point in the game. I can guarantee you a lot of experience of that. Another worker tries to get another kill there. And what's this Jarman going to do? Jarman snipes the full HP, double rocket. Actually, is that his triple rocket? No, double rocket Scorpion. Yeah, interesting fact about these demo bikes. If you click on the tunnel and it actually detonates, then yes, it will do the damage. But if the demo bike gets close and doesn't actually detonate, it actually just gets killed by the Tox tunnel. And then the demo bike, I'm pretty sure, is not able to do its normal splash damage that it would normally do. You know, like if it explodes next to V's. And it doesn't actually do any damage to the tunnel at all. So yeah, it depends on whether Logica has clicked it correctly and whether the demo bike actually responds correctly when it's right next to it. So there, it's running into it and actually causing damage. But if it pauses for a second and dies to the toxin, then yeah, it won't do any damage at all. So yeah, a bit of a weird dynamic. Okay, Jarman gets sniped by the Jarman, and this Jarman gets sniped by the rebels. Demo bike comes in and gets the revenge straight away though. Another demo bike and another Scorpion kill. Like I said before, a 1-for-1 trade, they're definitely worth it. But SiZe can probably afford that at the moment because he's on a 2 supply advantage. He doesn't have worker shoes though, despite having loads of markets for ages. That's a big mistake there from SiZe. Definitely want to get it because it gives you free money. As long as you've got over 10k, it's worth getting. Because it gives you an extra 10% on everything collected. You collect 75 normally, but it returns 83, which is almost... Well, actually, is that over? Yeah, over a 10%. Over a 10% benefit. Okay, Logica continuing the pressure with these demo bikes. It does kill another tunnel down to the hole. But remember, those demo bikes are 550 each. Tunnel obviously costs 800. So, not worth it if you're going to use 3 demo bikes to kill 1 tunnel. But that said, it's very, very hard to clear the Tox tunnels anyway, especially with the Gamma upgrade, which is the upgrade that SiZe has for his tunnels. You can see by clicking on the tunnel, and you can see there at the bottom right, it's glowing pink. It also makes the RPGs like, it's like 33% stronger or something. It makes the Toxin stronger of the Scorpions as well. More demo bikes coming in. That's going to be more Scorpion kills combined again with the Gamma, sorry, not Gamma bus, with the demo bus, or battle bus rather. And that whole attack there for SiZe, I just think his composition of Scorpions doesn't work later on against the demo. I think you're going to have to change it up. Maybe make, yeah, battle buses. Of course, you're scared against the demo bikes and demo rebel ambush, but yeah, we're already seeing the Scorpions are just not quite cutting it. Yeah, buggies is one way. Do cost you, I think, 1,200 or 1,100. I can't remember exactly, but they're more expensive than demo. 1,000 for demo. So if you get caught in a buggy war, then Logicas obviously will be cheaper over a long period of time. Jarman versus Jarman once again. Logica doesn't have very much map control at all. If you look at his control, it's basically, what, a third of the map at the very most. For SiZe's got control of loads of it. SiZe applying pressure over here on this right hand side. The demo Jarman is back in action. I think he's going to detonate or plant a bomb. He is going to plant a bomb. Looks like a remote bomb. Detonates, kills 2 buggies. Very, very nice. I thought he was going to press I and just detonate the Jarman there. It still would have been good to kill 4 buggies, but to plant a bomb and get 2 buggies for free, maybe that is even better. So yeah, there's a load of markets here, all congregated in one place, and it looks like we're heading to a Scud Storm war, and as I say that, Logica does drop down a Scud Storm. So yeah, that could be painful for Logica later. Maybe a hit there could kill, like, what, quite a few buggies. I heard a demo rebel ambush, and a load of buggies there have gone down for SiZe. Insane amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buggies. And Logica now got the army advantage because SiZe will have to replace all of those units. He does have 3 arms dealers back in his base. Logica is gaining ground. SiZe applying pressure back in the main base, and the CC is taking damage. There's a demo trap here, so that could be useful once again. Very nice thing. It killed 4 units there. So SiZe's counterattack, it's been stopped. The first attack actually got stopped as well by the demo rebel ambush, and Logica's back here to start defending his base, and he's got to level 5 sooner than SiZe, which is interesting. Logica still might lose this market though because he's not finished off this last RPG. And that's unfortunate because the RPG was almost dead, but not quite. And Frex Bomb moves in for Logica into SiZe's base. SiZe just needs to force fire 1 Scorpion on the ground, and he will clear it. Supply over there is killed once again. He has been fought over quite heavily throughout this map, this supply over here on the right. Can hear a sneak attack, and that's from Logica to secure this right-hand side position rather than like back in the base. Actually just done it over here. It's a bit of an even trade-off there. Units went down on both sides. Don't know what's going on there with the rubble. Did you see that? Just spinning around inside of there. Jarman being put to use again. Gets himself a vet too by killing a few RPGs. Nice micro here from Logica, just moving back, getting his shots off and then moving back. But first Scud Stormer for Logica. Okay, Anthrax Bomb is out for SiZe. He is level 5. I was going to kill the Jarman at least, and only 1, 2 buggies. It's not the most amazing Anthrax Bomb in the world, but it's better than him losing map control, I guess. And he had it anyway. He probably had no other better targets. Maybe he could have done one in the back of the base, slow down the production some more. But sometimes if the opponent's just not even looking for a second, he can just lose his entire army. But buggies are pretty fast. So if you're paying attention like Logica was just then yeah, majority of them did survive. So both players' economy is looking real good. SiZe looks like he has an insane amount of markets, but this massive buggy war, just more expensive buggies for Tox, like I said earlier. That's like 1,000 versus... Is it 1,100 or 1,200? I can't actually remember. I think it's... Is it 1,100? 1,100 versus 1,000, I think it is. There's fights going on all over the place. Don't know if this buggy is even meant to be here for SiZe or if that's a misclick. Both players spending the money pretty well. Logica floating a little bit of cash, but he's the one with the Scud Storm. He's stopped building markets, and I think this is something that some players do. They get focused in just producing units to think, okay, I've got enough markets now, but I still would like to see a fake built and then upgraded and then another fake, just slowly ticking over so you're still building the markets, because eventually you'll just have an insane amount of cash. But all the micro does need to be on the units at the moment, I suppose, because he is pushing SiZe back. Then Rebel Ambush there. And annihilate some of SiZe's army, but not an amazing one like we saw before. Logica does seem to have the buggy numbers. He is creeping forward with these workers. Yeah, he's floating a bit of cash now, 8.5-ish K. Rebel Ambush, buggy wars all over the place. And yeah, SiZe has got 2 minutes to close that Scud Storm down. Otherwise, Logica's going to be able to fire it. And if Logica fires it, maybe at the palace, takes out some of the production as well. Then my bike moves in. Or Logica just kills an RPG, but it actually suicides and kills the kills 2 buggies there as well. Very, very nice. But yeah, if the Scud hits there, you're going to damage the production as well as... Well, you can even hit like between them. Kill the palace and 2 markets, something like that. Okay, so sneak attack from SiZe, top of the map. 1 market there goes down for Logica. Then my bike moving in. There's no demo traps in this area. Apart from there, I suppose. Then my bike gets an amazing hit. Logica moves in too close to this buggy. It's a little bit of a panic, but still well handled, really. Wants to shut down that sneak attack as fast as possible. Everything now for Logica. I think he's literally... Has he double-tapped Q? I think he's double-tapped Q to bring everything. There are certain moments in 0 hour where you need to double-tap Q, and like at that moment, saving all these markets could come back to haunt you later on. Logica now here with his RPGs and these buggies. They will get 1 more markets. He's killed 2 markets there. Has SiZe just stopped making markets as well? I think he has. He's dropping down the Scud of his own. Another wave of units, but we've already seen... These units are not doing any good against these demo bikes. Yes, sure, you've made a couple of quads now, but he's not controlling them. He does have the AP ammo. You just need a big line of quads to stop these demo bikes coming in. Demo bikes coming in from an angle like this, especially when you're not really controlling the quads at all, apart from clicking on a tunnel. Yeah, they are going down pretty quick. So yeah, I don't know if making Scorpions still at this point is a good idea. All through the game, we're just seeing Scorpion after Scorpion, or even blobs of Scorpions go down to even single demo bikes. And Frax Bomb moving in down the middle of the map. There's land. Not in the greatest of positions, but the Scud has fired. I'm guessing it's going to be on the production or the palace. There's land on... What does it land on exactly? Not very much. Did it kill 1 market? Is that what it's killed? Maybe a little bit of a fast click there from Logica. He's trying to creep forward with this line of tunnels, which he is doing so far successfully. He's got another arms dealer over here on this right-hand side, and another one going up as well. SiZe continuing the push, but Logica's continuing the push, and that's the result of all these dead units you're seeing here in the middle. Units lost to 60. Units lost to 80. Logica losing slightly more so far. Humongous battle in the middle. Units going down all over the place, and they just keep resetting each other's army, basically. And then one person will retreat, regroup, and then equalize again. Who is going to win this epic battle? We've got another load of units ready to go for SiZe back in the base. The SiZe is switching into a better composition now, but another demo rebel ambush on top of more units. Just look at all these scrap piles here. What an insane game. SiZe had a decent composition there ready to pop, but that just shows the power of the demo rebel ambush. Of course, the rebel ambush Tox is also powerful, but it's not quite as powerful as just click in once and detonate the whole army. Here comes the Anthrax Bomb this time from SiZe. Is that going to be here on top of this, or is it going to be on top of the production? It's going to be on top of the production. That's a really annoying spot, because Logica will have to cancel all of his units now, make probably a Toxin Tractor to contaminate and clear it. That's if he even does that. Or just keeps making tanks or something. But Logica seems to have a decent amount of units out at the moment. If he can preserve these units at least... He is making a Toxin Tractor. If he can preserve these units at least... Wow. That was a Rebel Ambush on top of the Demo Trap. Gets detonated straight away. And yeah, Logica's clearing it up. Yeah, the game logic, the way it works, it can't handle 2 lots of Toxin in the same place. So that should clear now. Yeah, you see it's cleared straight away. Otherwise, that would be there for like a full minute or something. For Tox, it lasts a hell of a long while. There might even be a case, you know, for actually taking the Anthrax Bomb away from Demo. I mean, it doesn't last as long as Tox, for example, but if you've got such a strong Rebel Ambush and you're strong late game anyway, do you really need that Anthrax Bomb as well? Another huge engagement. Scorpions versus RPGs, buggies, quads, everything in the mix for both players here. Nice mix of units. And yeah, it's a bit of a stalemate here in the middle. It is a bit of a stalemate. Just remember the quads are more expensive for... Oh no, they're both expensive actually. Just the buggies are cheaper for Logica, that's all. And the Scorps are the same price. Logica continues this relentless spam. He's now on 5 arms dealers. Scud Storm up for both players. Logica is going to fire quicker. Logica has built a few more markets here, but probably not as much as he was expecting, and not replaced those ones. So he's only replaced at the moment the ones he lost probably over here. But I think he is pouring everything into units, but it's a difficult ask to do. I think it's a combination of making these 5 arms dealers, but also building a market at a time. Probably not 5K's worth at a time, but building a market at a time at least. Yeah, bad engagement there for Logica. Although he did push SiZe right back to this bunker. Now, with the help of this bunker and this tunnel, SiZe is able to hold it off with the strong RPGs that I mentioned. And yeah, Logica for now, he's gained some ground, hasn't he? He's getting closer to 50% of the map control, but I don't think he's quite there. SiZe has this middle area as well. SiZe now with 3 Scud Storms. Crazy, crazy, guys. Suddenly invested in 3 Scud Storms. He's gone from having none before to now having a 3-1 lead over Logica. Logica fires his Scud once more time. I don't know where this one might land, so let's see if it's better positioned than before. That's going to be on the production. Just kill the tunnel, a supply, and a load of tanks as well. Scud Storm now ready to fire from big SiZe. Now, where is that going to fire? I mean, probably here. Maybe the palace or here would be good. Ouch. What did I say like 15 minutes ago? If this turns into a super weapon war, that is going to be... That is going to be killer for Logica. It all comes down to relinquishing the map control in the beginning, but I mean, it's hard against Tox. He did creep forward, and he is building Scuds, but yeah, building them also compact like that. Like, you notice SiZe builds everything with the space. And that's one of the reasons why he wants all that map control, because then it enables him to spread these markets out. So there's no single spot where the Scuds... I mean, even if you added Logica's 2 Scuds so far together, the one that hit there and killed basically nothing, and the one that's killed here and also killed basically nothing, compared to SiZe's 1 massive impact hit, I mean, they're light years apart. You could combine 10 of Logica's Scuds so far, and it probably still struggled to cause as much damage as that one's caused. But Logica is purely trying to kill the production. He's not interested at the moment in killing the markets and stuff like that. I suppose a better shot for Logica might have been actually killing that oil oil in a market might have been pretty decent. So oil's worth like 1.6 black markets, so you're almost getting 3 markets by hitting that spot in the bottom left. Sneak attack here from Logica is more of a distraction just to make the Scorpions fire their rockets, and it pretty much works. Mobile causes some pretty big damage here. Logica keeps spamming the units from the war factories. And this battle is just relentless. I don't know if it's going to end, but it might end with SiZe's Scuds, because if like he fires like another 2 or 3 of those big Scuds and gets equally decent hits, then yeah, that's got to be over for Logica soon. Like, he must have lost like what, 4 or 5 markets. So his spam now is, I've noticed there's less units out now. The spam is less relentless, it seems to me. Logica is spending all of his cash. SiZe's cash, he's on like 8k now. So yeah, SiZe's economy has got to be greater now, because just look at all these markets. He's dropping down another Scud. But SiZe has lost 1 Scud there, and Logica's now equalized. It's now 2-2 in terms of Scuds. What the hell are we watching? SiZe holds. He's got a bigger army here now. DoMiNaToR moving in for Logica. The only problem is now for Logica, whilst his economy was good before, because I keep mentioning it, that Scud with the market hit. I mean, Logica's only just rebuilding his palace now. Okay, Anthrax Bomb once again from SiZe. That's actually on top of this production. It's not the most amazing hit in the world, but you are stopping the units coming from there as well as there. But this fight is just never ending. You get them GLA mirrors where everyone just like hides in the tunnels with like 20 buggies, and they're like, okay, I'll pick off one tunnel here and then I'll go and hide. But this has just been relentless tank spam versus tank spam the whole time. I got another Scud firing, and that's probably SiZe's. Logica trying to clear the Anthrax again. Where's that Scud going to hit? Ooh. It's the oil and downs maybe 1 or 2 markets. I don't know if there was another one there or not. But yeah, Logica's economy now is falling apart a little bit. You see, SiZe has always got like 8k. Logica now 4k, but he's not producing any units at the moment because... yeah, he's desperately trying to clear this Anthrax. SiZe now in a huge push here on this left-hand side. If that Scud goes down, it's back to a 2-1 lead. And SiZe has got a sneak attack going here as well. Logica has been defeated. What an amazing game. 40 minutes of absolute carnage. Demo bikes versus Scorpions versus quads versus buggies versus RPGs. Absolutely crazy. Just look at the money difference there in the end. 415,000 compared to 310. So like 105k extra. Units destroyed for SiZe was that many compared to Logica was that many. I think a big part of that probably is the demo bikes. Every time you click in a demo bike in an army and you're killing 4 Scorpions for 1 demo bike, that's got to be all contributing towards that. So yeah, I don't even know what the name of that map is. I'm going to have to find out, and actually maybe I'll put that in the description if I can find out. But yeah, what an absolutely amazing game between 2 top players. That was from Strangelands tournament. Hence it being on the new map. So yeah. GG, well played to both players. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you did enjoy it. What could have Logica done differently to get himself over the line? I think it was a really strong attempt, to be honest. Maybe just his base a little bit too compact, and at times took his pressure off building the or took his foot off the gas in terms of building the markets. He could have maybe only 4 arms dealers and built a few more markets, something like that, and just probably more impact plays with the Scud storms as well, because like I said, with the 2 Scuds, I don't think he really killed a lot with it. He didn't kill the palace. I think he killed, between 2 Scuds, I think he killed 1 market and 1 tunnel and 1 supply. And that's not a lot for a demo Scud. A demo Scud dishes out the most damage per Scud, so we'd expect more. Whereas SiZe's first Scud annihilated a palace and like what, at least 4 markets, maybe a tunnel and some units with it as well. So yeah, it's all about, sometimes it's all right clicking fast, but sometimes it's better to take that extra second and just think, okay, why am I going to place this one? So yeah, but in the heat at the moment, you're under a lot of pressure. You might just click it really quick and just think, oh, okay, I just want to hit his production now. I just want to get all his units in his base, and at the time it might seem good, but SiZe's Tox is amazing. So yeah, what can we say? Yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. Subscribe if you're new, and see you in the next one. GG.